I don't know if there's an easier way to split these based on value. But I don't actually want to make more smart plating than I have to. Don't you only need 4 for the space elevator? 90% certain it was 50. It's very much 50. Oh, I guess it's that making monster noises. Weird. No, it's not. What was he doing there? I have no idea. Okay. Well, that goes. This is just gonna... At this point, it's waiting game. So let's go find something else to do, at least for a little bit longer. Let's check the MAM. Caterium. I need... that should be easy. Ooh, okay. That might not be as easy. Okay, so that's proceeding apace. Pick up a stack of that, and let's go... I'm kind of glad we don't need more Caterium than we have. Oh! I bet we have a whole bunch of Caterium wire just sitting around. Quick wire? Let's go see if I can actually turn that into stuff to buy from the shop. Because that's something I haven't really messed with yet. Whoops. Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, I bet this is getting full up if it's not already there. Okay, it's not. But hopefully that's a component that I can turn into tickets. Let's see. Shop's gonna eat power. Really? I feel like you didn't turn off speed mode. If I didn't turn off speed mode, I would be flying across the map at high speeds. I'm not. Like, you would know if I still had speed mode on. Because I would be going warp speed. Ooh, those are actually worth a fair bit, too. Nice. Okay, back to Caterium. So, at the very least, we can make the AI limiter. Whatever that's used for. Okay, high-speed connector.
Unlocked.
I don't know how to make some of that stuff. There's the smart splitter, which is good, but later. And we want to make modular frames. Oh, good. I can actually make 10 of these. Oh, very slowly. Oh. What does one have to do to get an appeal from being banned on the server? Oh, you probably had a bad status. Oh, we make 2 at a time. That's good. So, fair warning for anybody, I guess. So I'll take 5 minutes. Oh, Power Pole Mark II. I can get those soon. Actually, sooner than later. One of the efforts that I've been specifically trying to do recently is not, I have a very low tolerance for, like, not safe for work statuses and whatnot on my Discord, just because I do know that there are children on the, platform. And so we've been cracking down hard on it, and I think if people don't respond or respond poorly when it comes to, like, hey, don't do this, then it's just a boot. Because we had several people with, like, I'm gonna be honest, they had straight up, like, Nazi slogans and other kind of vile things, and we were just kind of like, hey man, don't do that, and they were just like, screw you, and I was like, okay, you're gone. And I got tired of making my moderators actually have to deal with that, so now it's just kind of like... I don't know. It's just how it works, I guess. You could potentially whisper me on Discord or something like that, and I can send another invite, but that's probably why you got booted. So what was it? I had a couple of people over the years. Yeah, anywhere from not safe for work statuses to super not okay statuses to profile pictures. I once saw a profile picture that was just straight up a vag, and I was just like, that's really why? Why would you do that? Have I recycled an awesome ticket yet? No, I haven't. Guess I should probably get the coupons. How do I even claim them? Oh, print coupons. Got it. Now, okay, so it looks like the price goes up by 20 every single time? Nah, that's not so bad. Well, I have caps lock on. Oh well. Let's see. Let's start working on Logistics Mark II. We should have all the resources. I wish I could make coupons that easy. In this game? It's just Caterium if you've got that on hand. Okay, so we might want to get a little bit more. Oh, your status was the Japanese word for screw, but if pronounced it says screw you, sukuryu. I think actually Google Translate was working against you there. If I'm not mistaken, Google Translate had a much cruder translation than you probably meant. Yeah, let's make a couple of AI limiters. I'm going to need them for some other things. Oh, IRL. Everything in store 40% off. Yeah, that'd be nice. Okay, 35. 35 should be enough, so we can finally get Logistics Mark II. Which, I'm pretty sure I don't actually have the resources for, so it's kind of a moot point. But still. Oh, right. Is this one over here? Bammo.
Milestone reached. Improved versions of conveyor belts and conveyor lifts are now accessible. To encourage additional verticality, conveyor poles now have a stackable variant.
Okay, that's really useful. So there's also fungus-like vegetation and unknown crystalline material. There's also... Oh, there's the hard drives. Oh, right. We actually should... Once we get the Blade Runners, we'll go grab them. Okay, so let's... Oops. Let's do stairs. I'll start with stairs. Looks like we're gonna have a buttload of coupons here, so that's kind of nice. Okay, I'm betting this one ran out of available resources. Oh, god damn it, because we ran out of juice, we have to make another one of them. Because the startup costs are higher. This is awkward. Awful. Well, we should have more biomass sitting around at this point. Those extra leaves are good. Once we run out of that biomass, though, we're going to have to go through this whole process again, and that's a pain. Yeah, that actually burns fuel pretty damn fast. Alright. This is fine. Everything is fine. We might honestly consider... Oh, there we go. We got Blade Runners. Alright, so there's Power Pole Mark II. Yeah, let's go for that. Alright, so you make Blade Runners. The answer is... Oh, that's easy. I need more reinforced iron plates. Blah. Thank you, Decaf Desert, for gifting a sub to Miami. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get up here. Let's go grab those reinforced iron plates. Let's actually see if it's done producing the simple parts as well. Okay, we're almost there. I guess can I put this back for the... Yes. Okay, good. Kind of wish it would actually ping me when that's done. It'd be neat if you could specifically like focus on one thing. Okay, Blade Runner, right. Blade Runners require this. What? Oh, I guess right. These come in batches of 2. Hey. Okay, Blade Runners, which I don't actually remember if they make you faster or if you just don't take any damage from falling. Well, one way or another. Boop. Okay, so I'm just faster. And I jump higher. I wonder if I don't take falling damage either. Well, one way or another, it's super helpful. So now what do we do? I mean, smart thing would be to chainsaw, but I really just don't want to. So 200 biofuel is 2 coupons. Okay. So let's see if I take falling damage. I'd hope I didn't. Or I don't. I didn't take any falling damage from that. One way or another, very happy to have these at this point. Yoink. Does make the game a little laggy jumping like this, but whatever. At least now I can actually bullet jump. It'd be neat if there's like Mark IIs. So I could go even faster. But that would probably actually cause problems. Alright. So let's just dump all of this in. We'll have more Caterium later anyway. Anything else that I don't immediately need? Nah. Become Sonic. Gotta go fast. Which reminds me, I actually have to respond to an email from Sega. Sooner than later. They invited me down to Irvine, California to take a look at Amplitude Studios' new 4X strategy game. Which I'm torn on, because on one hand, I could absolutely go. It wouldn't actually be a problem. On the other hand, I really don't like spending my whole day flying to and from anywhere. Especially with, like, potential quarantine stuff going on. So I think I'll just send them an email being like, I don't really want to. I don't know if I'm going to be sick. I don't know if... the US government's going to shut down flying. I don't even know how anything would go. But I just don't want to deal with the extra complication of potentially trying to do a business trip in the middle of a quarantine. Let's see, how come I have 2 Satisfactory games on Epic? Which one do I download? There's stable and there's experimental. I would recommend experimental because it's got the new features. So far it's been perfectly stable, so it's probably just unbalanced. more than anything else. Hopefully that answers the question. So I wonder what time is it for you? It's almost 10. It's getting a little late. I usually stop like an hour from now though, so it's like, it's not so bad. I'm generally a pretty big night owl. Interestingly enough, like I think I woke up at 1. Well, no, I woke up at 7 today, which is uncomfortable because daylight savings time and some other stuff. I just really didn't want to be up. And then, okay, question. Falling damage? Minor amounts of falling damage. Okay, that's not so bad then. Bango. Huh. Alright. So, oh, God. That's gonna cost so much. Okay, let's see the damage. What am I gonna have to do? Coal power requires... Okay. It's not super bad. It's expensive, but it's not super bad. We also have basic steel production and pipelines. Okay, so... I guess let's start that. Let's just start dumping everything in. So, it's still going to take a while to get all of this stuff. And ideally, I'd like to automate almost all of it before we get to that point. But I really want to get that coal down. Oh, I should probably get upstairs and see what's going on. We're having problems with our iron rod production, last I remember. And that's actually an issue. So I'm probably gonna just beeline to make the rotors by hand. Maybe? No, let's go upstairs. The worst part is the 150 reinforced plates. Absolutely. Should probably save. This game auto-saves fairly often, but still. Chug. Interesting that I'm not healing to 3. I'm a little concerned about that. I don't really know what the reasoning on that one is. Okay, so what's the issue here? So my load balancer is not actually balancing particularly well. That's the issue. I think I also had this go into the wrong one. Because you actually want to send it into the splitters, nothing more. Okay. That should spread it out at least a little bit better. Yeah. That's where I went wrong with this design. I can only have it output into the splitters and not into the combiners. Okay, hopefully that'll speed that up a little bit. So now I guess we should probably take a look. Logistics, conveyor belt Mark II. Ooh, oh, God. We need so much. In front of the forge is a splitter, not a merger. I mean, yes, I have splitters and mergers. I use this as a rudimentary line splitter. I alternate them because it wouldn't work any other way. Let's see. So the question is, do we, at great personal cost, speed this up? I don't freaking wanna. It's 1 in 3 coal. No. One, yes, iron. Two, it's splitting it up. If, so it means, yes, this one potentially is not getting, full distribution, but once the rest of this backs up, hopefully it spreads out. It's not great. I wish there was a, better line balancing tool. And we might want to specifically do that downstairs. Because I could potentially do that. But even then, I don't know. We're going to need a lot of reinforced plates to even get anything working. But no, if there's a better line balancing tool than this, I am all ears. But as far as I know, this is the best I got. Ideally, at this point, I'd probably want more iron even just going into the system. Okay, well, let's take a look. So this is at least starting to back up a little. So that's hopefully a good sign. Yeah, so these are now running at maximum speed. You gone. Yeah, I mean, they're at 99% efficiency with this setup, so I'd say I'm probably good. This one might be having some issues. I guess I'll just top it off with all the extras. Yeah, so now the belts are moving. Next order of business would be to upgrade them. I don't think I can really have any further drain on these belts. So either we wait or we massively expand production. Let's see. Should research slugs. Yeah, I should. I have them downstairs somewhere. We have 2 there. I'd swear we had more than that. See, do I heal if I take the blade runners off? Interesting question. I don't know. Power pulls Mark II.
Unlocked.
Okay, let's start research on green power slugs. Oh, slug scanning. That's useful. And then overclock production. So one of the rod makers wasn't outputting. I can go double check. Oh, no power. God damn it. Okay, there we go. That solves problems. Let's see, anything else? Doesn't look like it. Hold up. Why? That merging. Oh. Somebody said you could put mergers on belts and it would just work. I'm not actually sure if that's I'm not actually sure if that's true. And if it is, I'm not sure why it wasn't working there. Mostly works. Sometimes you have to redo do the belts. Ugh. Alright, there we go. Now that's working. So, big issue is mainly just going to be, we need more iron rolling into this system. You can do it, you just have to aim slightly above the belt. Not much, though. That's weird. I think I'm just gonna rip it up whenever I do it instead, because the fiddliness comboed with the failure rate just doesn't sound like it's my kind of thing. Okay, so looks like biggest issue is not enough iron plates. Screws are starting to build up, though. That's good. I guess, honestly, my best order of business would be... I don't like the idea of handcrafting, but... maybe I should. Just smelter with the yellow light back there. Great. Yeah, it's just not getting enough. So, biggest issue is just, I only have so much iron being pumped into the system, and it's actually just an insufficient amount. So the whole system is functional, it's just bad. I think part of it is all of my iron mines are just kind of terrible. Yeah. Yeah, we just have a bunch of impure mines all over the place. I kind of wish you could actually change that on world generation. Be like, no, 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 no. Give me the pure stuff. So yeah. I think I'm gonna go with the... I could stick around and, like, spend a bunch of time... Yeah, let's go get those screws from upstairs. I could work on getting the factory to work better and more efficiently, but I think I am gonna want to... I am just gonna want to grab as much as I can, but handcraft things, because, like, we're straight up gonna run into resource problems soon. Okay, I'm not gonna take from those, because those actually pumped into that factory. Like, I'm gonna have to go get more fuel sooner than later, and I don't want that. Because, yeah, we're at... okay, we've still got maybe about an hour, hour and a half before we run out of power, but I prefer to think of that as we have an hour, hour and a half to get coal production going. Nice if the impure ones could turn into pure ones if you have some kind of other driller, like a deep driller or something. Yeah, that would be nice. Or if, like, you could specifically put a machine on it for some time and it would become, like, the purity would go up to, like, a certain threshold. Okay. I guess let's kick the speed up for a while, because we gotta make some things. Let's see. Let's start with screws. I'm just gonna get rid of all of the iron rods in my inventory, or not iron rods, all of the iron ingots. They've just been taking up space for forever, and I might as well actually use them for something. Yeah, like an enricher? Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like you could have just, like, the most insane tech tree with this game, and just for the more broken things, just make it more expensive. Yeah, you can supercharge them, but that's merely a stopgap. Yeah, and what I'm thinking is, like, how rad would it be if, like, yeah, you could just manually up the purity just by, like, chucking resources at it. You know, solar panels, windmills, so on and so forth. Just make the price generally prohibitive, so it's just kind of like, well, it's not worth it, but, like, if you do it, it does make your life easier. Okay. So I gotta go get some iron rods. Yeah, see, this is what happens when you're still on speed mode. You are very much on speed mode. Okay, it's this one. And with the Blade Runners, it's awkward. Let's see, this one. Okay, so we need 46. Okay, that's good enough. Next up, reinforced iron plates. This will take time. But the sooner we get the sooner we get coal, the sooner I can go off and do other things and not have to worry about power. Because currently, the way power works is it's like a time limit where every X number of minutes I have to go get more biomass to shove into the furnaces. I don't really like that system because it means that, like, it's chores, it's not progress. And I can't automate gathering more biomass. That doesn't work. I'm going to grab these, but I'm probably going to put those into mines, first and foremost. Yeah, no, I believe this is just regular speed at this point. Otherwise, this would be actually just uncontrollable. Let's see. Right. I was going to dump in cables. Dump in rotors, and let's go see about plates. Or slugs, I know. Okay, so we have... Actually, we have enough. Yes! It's coal time. Okay.
Milestone reached. Coal is an improved alternative power source to biomass and can be fully automated if provided water with the new pipeline buildings and power throughout the initial setup. Coal has been added to the resource scanner. Note: ensure the close proximity of water to the coal production mine. Note: pumps will aid in vertical transport of fluids through pipes. Note: throughput and volume indicators are added to each pipe section automatically.
Okay, so water extractors are kind of expensive. So ugh. Okay. So I started the process. Unfortunately, we're going to need more. Let's see. I guess I'm going to go back to manually making screws for a little while. Luckily, I think the pipes themselves are actually fairly cheap. So it's not so bad. Okay, so why don't we actually add two of those to the list? So we need 20 rotors. We should have enough power poles that we don't need to worry about it currently. Okay, so pipelines just require copper, so we don't need to worry about that. I'm gonna get one pipeline pump. I doubt it's an issue, but grab one anyway. Fluid buffer. I don't actually know if we need one of those, but it's smart to have one. Water extractor. Okay, so 2 coal generators. Pipeline pump. Fluid buffer, water extractor, and a bunch of pipes, but I don't think that's anymore. So, fluid bumper seems like an inline tank. Yeah. I don't know, it's always a good idea to have the stock. Okay, so that's all the copper sheets I was going to need. Here's some more power, so that's good. We don't need any more concrete. Okay, so maybe we don't need the pipeline pump. I'll remove it for the time being. Okay, so we want to put away the wood. We're going to put that away. A lot of this stuff does not actually need to be in my inventory right now. Let's see. Okay, so I should be making the rotors more than anything else, which means I need screws. Hopefully we have a supply upstairs. Probably not. That's an acceptable supply. Yeah, I think the biggest issue is iron plates currently. Which I think entirely has to do with the fact that we just don't have enough iron going into the system. Yep. Alright, well that'll be fixed. There's a couple of ways to fix it. What I'm probably going to want to do is get a bunch of... We'll get the coal first. And then hopefully like some T2 belts. And then effectively just get as much iron as we can pumped into the system. Because I can't automate anymore without a higher supply. Let's see, could you put the power slugs in the iron mines? I could. Maybe we should... Yeah, let's go do that now. My only hesitation is that these mines are kind of ass. Oh, shoot. We actually don't know how to overclock. Let's see, power slugs. Overclocking. So, yes, but currently no. Okay, so let's get the modular frames. Okay, done. Then we need rotors. But yeah, so honestly, the initial bunch of slugs that I pick up are absolutely just going to go into they're absolutely just going to go into upping my mining speed, because I can have a billion conveyor belts just bring it all in. And I can just have more factories dealing with that. But, like, the biggest issue is just there's only so many iron mines nearby, and so that's going to be a constant limiting factor. The one thing I could do is actually just get a, let's see. I don't know. Actually trying to think of, like, other ways that I could work with this. I guess what I could do is automate literally everything and just not really focus too hard on supporting the rest of it with like supply, and then just go away for a while and come back later. I don't think I want to do that though. Let's get a biogenerator to start up the water flow. Yeah, I mean I've got the I've got the stuff. Handy to make one, and I've currently got all of the requisite biomass, so I don't think that'll be an issue.